What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Soul Therapy YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be hitting up a bunch of stores and doing some holiday shopping. Our first stop had to be the Nike outlet located in Oak Brook, Illinois. And the first find I had was this Jordan 1 Low Game Royal. They wanted $140 for these, which isn't bad. I mean, the colorway's super nice, the materials are decent, but everything was 30% off as well. Half size bigger than I usually am, and typically I could get away with that when it comes to J's, but those Jordan 1 Lows do fit big in my opinion. They also had this recently released pair of Jordan 3 cements, which is not bad, but if you own a pair like the white cements, it's really not worth it at all. Let me know if you guys have seen anything decent in your outlets as of late. I was hoping I could come up on a pair of Columbia 11s, but I know that's pretty wishful thinking. They also had these Air Force 1 Lows. I believe this is the Paris colorway. Insane quality details on here. So we continue our way around the wall, and I thought I'd found something pretty nice. Until I realized, no, these are not Jordan 1 High Royals. Also, these Union shoes are all the way down to 45 bucks. Low-key, the box is super nice. It might even be worth it for just that price, but I'm a sneakerhead. Don't listen to me. I make questionable financial decisions. Check out these Jordan 1 Highs that absolutely nobody wants. The green glows are $80. I mean, for 80 bucks, they can keep them. If they wanted to give me a free pair, I wouldn't say no. I still would probably sell them though. They did have some KD 17s in this navy and white colorway, and these Nike Blazer Lows. This happens to be an SB collab. I don't know much about these, but they do come with an extra pair of insoles that looked really comfy. Also, this Air Max model, I believe these might be the Air Max TL or something like that. Please correct me in the comments down below. These Nike Dunk Low SB Cinemas, these didn't move at all, and they're pretty much sitting at all the skate shops, and I could see why. The colorway isn't the easiest to rock. Got tricked again at the outlets. Whenever I see the patent leather, I thought I was coming up on some 11s, but no, those are like some Jordan Max Auras or something that we really don't need. They had some Jordan 4 RMs, which I commonly see in the outlets. I think a lot of people buy them, don't really like them, and end up returning them. But hey, if you really like that shoe, props to you. I think it's still a cool enough shoe. They had these Nike Dunk Lows by Edgar. Shout out Edgar for creating some pretty mid dunks. They also had these Jordan 2 Retros. These were in a B grade box. And yeah, those haven't been moving either. It's super hard to move the Jordan 2 silhouette. I gotta give props for Jordan Brand for trying, but it's just not working. I ended up trying on those Jordan 5 white and blacks that I found a couple minutes earlier. I think they look pretty decent on foot. And after all the discounts, including the 15%, and people always ask me how do you get the 15%, just ask an employee there that I want to sign up for a Nike account, and they should give you an additional 15%. So those Jordan 5s would have been around $130, which is tempting, but honestly, I don't need. Next up is Playdoh's Closet, and yeah, just some lost and found sitting here for 50 bucks. No, super hard to believe. I actually have a short on my channel where I go into a little more detail about the find. But to briefly summarize, I think the people that work at Playdoh's looked at the decoration sticker that's on the lost and found box that was like $69 or something like that, and it was like looked like it was about to be peeled off. So I think they were looking at that and priced the shoes accordingly. The pair is basically dead stock. It doesn't come with the yellow receipt or the wrapping paper, but everything about it seems legit. A lot of people were commenting cap and commenting that they're fakes and all that. Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, they're probably just a little bit salty, which just means they need a little bit more soul therapy in their life. But I don't know, I don't give that too much mind. I also had a pair of Jordan 5, size 8.5, same as the lost and found, so I think it was the same owner. They wanted 40 bucks for these. Not a bad price, but just not as insane as those lost and founds. Next up is Burlington. They had a pair of Timberlands here, which is pretty wild to see for 90 bucks. Not a bad option, especially if you're trying to get right for the winter. They had some Sabrina 1s in a huge size for $50, and then they had some LeBron 21s for only 60 bucks. I ended up picking these up and doing a short video on it. I also have a full video coming out, so make sure to subscribe for that. That's some Adidas NMDs for 30 bucks. Pretty wild to see how cheap they are, considering the hype they used to garner back in 2017. They had some Adidas 1s, which are based off the Kobe's, and they had this pair of brown Doc Martens. These were like a high top boot, not too bad. Also a classic pair of Stan Smiths. I wonder if these are going to make a revival. I feel like Adidas has been trying to push them, but been mostly unsuccessful. Also, am I the only one who just really dislikes those AI generated Jordan 1 posters? Like they're super corny to me. I mean, some of them are not the worst, but I'm much more into a guy who likes things that are simple. Now's a great chance for you to go to the description down below and join our Discord server. We talk all about sneakers, thrifting, and all that good stuff. We would love to have you join our community. Next up is Unique, which is a thrift store located in Bridgeport. And from time to time, they got some cool stuff here. Their glass case always taxes when it comes to shoes. They had these Jordan 1 mids in this olive colorway and these Nike Dunk lows that were extremely worn down. Not a bad colorway though. Speaking of worn down, these Jordan 1 lows, man, that heel drag is absolutely insane. They also had a pair of Jordan 1 mids. Not a bad colorway for mids. I love when they keep the color blocking simple like Chicago or the band color blocking. They also had the Air Jordan 1 High black and white. They wanted $40 for these, which is absolutely insane. I think you can buy a new pair of those for around $80-$70, which you're much better off just getting a brand new pair at that point. And I think it's a clean colorway. I mean, it's basically a reverse Panda. You can rock that with almost anything. So I had this head unit for only $10. I ended up picking it up from my car. Not completely sure if I'm gonna end up installing it or not. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Then we made our way to Goodwill, located in the West Loop, and wow, this was an amazing trip. Right off the bat, they had some Jordan 9s in the powder blue colorway. The funny thing is, I was actually looking up pairs and trying to see if I can get my size for a good deal, and I ended up just copying one here. You know, they had it priced at $40, which is already a really good price for what it is, and I ended up using some of my rewards points, which saved me $23. I only paid like $20 for those. Which is still absurd to me. I've cleaned them up and I'm looking at them right now and they actually look really nice. They're one size bigger than I typically go with, but I mean, it's a high top boot shoe, so I'm not gonna have any trouble with heel slip or anything like that. So hey, I'll take it. I'm not complaining here. They also had some other pairs like some Adidas Gazelles. These for $10 were not bad. I mean, all it really takes is just a simple clean and you'll have those things looking great. They had a bunch of vintage DVDs, movies, video games. Always really cool to see the memories those bring back when looking at them. And I've been collecting, you know, more stuff from my room to put on display. I've been completely overhauling it and it's looking really nice. I hope to be doing a tour soon. I also, in the following couple of days, are going to give you guys an updated sneaker collection because a lot has changed since last year when I made that video of my sneaker collection for my 1000th subscriber special. And it's just crazy to me that we're well over 3,000 subs, nearing 4,000. We're making that push. So if you could do me a huge favor and subscribe for more great content like this, I would truly appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's been so supportive as of late. So many people who are starting to regular the channel and I'm starting to memorize usernames. Shout out to you guys.